Alright, pretty much this is the breakdown of the gearbox and power steering assembly on the Ford 3000 series tractors. I have a 3600 with the front end loader. Long story short, I put the key in the ignition, turned the tractor over, and I had fluid coming out of here. Also, I had fluid coming out of the vent hole, which is right there, here's a vent right right here. Issue was there is a rubber seal that goes around the shaft, which is right there. And there's a little mark right there from it rubbing against the shaft. And also the seal is right here and it's destroyed. So it's leaking like crazy. I got a new one from Cross Creek Tractors. They're good people there. Call them up, ask for a guy named Brian. He'll create you an account and you can order all that stuff off their website. I found it's cheaper on their website than going on their eBay store. When you do take this apart, inspect everything. I found no broken needle bearings. I have some some play in the bearings here. These were the most expensive bearings right here. Got these from Cross Creek Tractors. Also, when I inspected everything, the spring washer had a crack, so I got a new one, which is right there. Seals are cheap, get everything from them easier. I got new bearings. Um, this guy right here has a seal as well, which is right here. That seal is leaking. The old one is right there. That seal is leaking, allowing all the fluid to go into here. Which this was a disaster. I pulled this thing apart and there was grease, fluid, even water got in here somehow, which I believe is from the steering wheel not being covered. But once again, I'll inspect all your parts, clean everything out, replace gaskets. Once again, brand new gasket, 99 cents. Old ones right here, all crushed. Um, these are all still the steering, I guess the arms, the gears, which makes the steering the two front tires back and forth. Got the felt washers. Also, I have noticed when I was taking it apart, inspecting everything, I have a nice crack or chip in the metal, which is right there, which I'm gonna try to fix that. I have seen some people, some farmers, they'll get some JB Weld and build that up, marine grade JB Weld, and same thing down there. This was part of there's a bunch of ball bearings. There's a tube with ball bearings in there, and it just slides up and down. That's how the power steering system works. Um, if you have access to a parts washer, that'd be great to use. If you have access to a buddy that has a shop, that'd be great too. My one buddy, Darian from Garmin Landscaping and Contracting, he let me use his tools to get this. There's a pressed bearing in there that needs to come out. And that pressed bearing will start rubbing against your shaft, which I don't even have that old bearing anymore because it just fell apart. But it's like just like a needle bearing. The new one is right here. That's the new bearing. You need to be pressed in, and that's pretty much what this works. Also, with that being said, when you take the fluid control valve out, or the control valve, power steering control valve, or hydraulic control valve, make sure these things will come out right here. I lost a spring, so I had to go online and had to buy a new spring. You have your plungers. These are your plungers right here. Your plungers go in these holes. And then I marked this right here to C. There's a check valve in here. So I took this thing out right here so you can see it. These are your check valves. There's a ball in there and that goes in there. So this is pretty much the breakdown of the power steering assembly on the Ford 3000 tractors. Um, Once again, as far as cost wise, these two bearings cost me $100 off the bat. Those are very expensive. Other than that, these little small guys are very cheap. This right here, I'm still not finding parts for to rebuild this thing because part of the tube that the ball bearings went through split. So there was ball bearings in here that I take this thing apart and clean it out, and there's ball bearings falling out. But that's a breakdown of the 43000 series power steering gearbox assembly. Most of you know this goes here like this, and this thing sits on top like this, and then this guy sits on top like that. That's pretty much how that works. Actually, no, actually goes like this. Goes like this more. Um, Also, that being said, if you do just have to change your steering or the seals out, make sure you guys change the seals that go around here. That's a big one right there, because you don't want yourself leaking again. And there's another seal right there. So I'm gonna go start putting this together and make sure I don't have any leaks anymore. Any questions, just reach out to me. Oh yeah, you're probably asking why there are um rings here. Yes, my tractor smokes a lot. I have brand new rings right there. I have my free compressor, the Honer, and I have an oil filter. I have my timing. I recently rebuilt my injection pump, so I get a new gasket for that to make sure my timing's correct. But that's it. And hopefully next week I'll have this thing. I'll do another video of this thing being rebuilt, and this thing should be operating correctly.